Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Right. Ba. Right, this has got to just be right, because I was thinking it earlier. I done a video but I deleted it, but I wanted to just come on here and say I'll give you like a proper off the top of my head calf like a review of the English Premier League season 2020 25-26 season so far. 10:54 on Sunday the 2nd of November 2025, and I suppose in every position Everton are alright, but they just need a striker. But looking at like their squad, looking at like what they signed in the summer, I don't know. Well, apart from up front, is midfield and defence is all right, and see if we just had like a pure out and out goal scorer. Someone that just knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. Someone like a Chris Wood or something. Someone that knows what the Premier League's all about, knows how to build a defence and just score goals. Yeah, so definitely. Someone that was just born to put the ball in the back of the net. That's what we need. Because Beto is alright at times holding up the ball, but he just misses too many clear-cut chances. And so that's that for Everton. And then at Arsenal, they just seem to have a bit more fight this season, and they know how to win ugly. And they've got so many options like that guy, I think they bought for, I think it was Chelsea, the guy with black dreadlocks and always wears the black hairband, like sweat thing going around his forehead. Plays on the left where Saka does. Saka's overplayed sometimes, but every time there's a live game I put him to score or assist and he does one or the other. And then Declan Rice, wow, probably one of Arsenal's greatest centre midfielders since Patrick Vieira, in my eyes anyway. There's best centre midfielder since Cesc Fabregas. Yeah, definitely. But everyone that ever talks about him in the Arsenal squad say that he's just got so much stamina and so much energy, because he's a box-to-box player. He's my type of player. Definitely. But for me, if I was the England manager, he would be my first name on the team sheet. Him and Harry Kane. And Eze. Anyway, what else? So Wolves are just absolutely incredibly disgraceful. It's not the fact that they're struggling, it's the way that they're struggling is more frightening. Well, for Wolverhampton Wanderers perspective, I'm drinking that again. I did say it already today, but I wanted to iron it the mistakes in that video. Just to say, right, but it will only be for at least another hour and a half. I've got the original Red Bull in the freezer, and I'll put it up on the wall there, but I'm leaving it to get absolutely ice cold. Right. That is nowhere near as good as it sounds. The normal sugar one is a little bit better, but not that good. I overrated it when I first tried it. Right, anyway, so as I was saying, right, Arsenal look like they can win games ugly this season. Liverpool are just absolutely struggling, and people are now seeing the fault with Van Dijk, because every time something doesn't go his way, he like moans a bit more, and he's more easily won on one-on-one situations. But still a very, very good team. And then Man City look like they're going to go on a run because Haaland is unstoppable. Sunderland are massively overachieving. Aye, so whatever they do for now to the end of the season, still got to be a good season for them. Burnley just didn't score enough. West Ham are underachievers, or like slow burners. They they didn't score enough, but have a goal scorer to keep them up, so they might just stay up. Uh, Nottingham Forest, I think, have had a season and a half where slightly overachieving, and now they're finding their level. Aye, because they've lost some of their best players, and right. Crystal Palace were overachieving because they went about 15, 16 or 17 games undefeated, and Everton broke that spell. That includes the FA Cup win against Man City, I think it was, and then the Charity Shield. Anyway, I've got a video about Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup. I think it was 5.5 months ago. But anyway, so aye, they've slightly overachieved considering in recent times they've sold Michael Elise and Eze and Zaha. Aye, but anyway, they've recuperated well, and then aye, because they're no struggling, so that's why they've recuperated well. I really thought they were going to struggle. Anyway, but I put money on them to finish in the top half and finish in the top six. They'll definitely finish in the top half, but they're definitely not going to finish in the top six. Anyway, Aston Villa struggled at the start of the season, but picked up a wee bit. They've not recuperated well. They've still got a good starting 11 when everyone's fit, but they need a bit more strength and depth. Aye, because Ollie Watkins is terrible this season. And Morgan Rogers has no hit the ground running. John McGinn's slowing down a wee bit, and he's nowhere near as good as he was like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Onana is just a bit part player, wasn't anywhere near as good as he was when he first signed for Aston Villa, and then Tyrone Mings just kind of keep himself fit these days, and then Newcastle, they've recuperated quite well. They're not going to do anywhere near as good as they've done in the 2 previous seasons. Wherever they finished last season, they'll finish 1 or 2 below that, and then the Tottenham, they're just average. They've not recuperated well at all. Aye, that Simons is taken a wee while to bed in. Aye, but I didn't like Tottenham. Aye, ever since Harry Kane left, they've not been the same. I mean, they did do a good after he left because other players shined, but meh, average. And then. Oh God, who else was I got to talk about there after that? Well, I'll say Chelsea. Aye. I don't know about Chelsea. I mean, their starting lineup looks good, looks better than they perform sometimes. I mean, their team sort of picks themselves these days, but they're just average. They didn't excite me enough. I mean, Neto and Pedro are good players, and Caicedo, the whatever player, they set up the first goal yesterday, I think it was, or second. But anyway, they're just average. Aye. Their defence is quite solid, and as I said, Caicedo is a good player. Because he is a good box-to-box player and makes him tick. Aye. And Palmer is nowhere near as good as he used to be. He's too inconsistent. But he always, when he's playing good, Chelsea are really good. But sometimes they grind out results, and I don't know. And then, right, so Bournemouth, they've definitely recuperated well. Slightly overachieving. That 17-year-old that scored 2 goals or 1, whenever it was, outside the box, he's got to be a good player. Oh, They've got three players that are far too good to play for them when they play really good. Clivert, Semedo, and Evan Nelson. Or something like that. Anyway, I know who I'm on about because I looked him up last night. Anyway, so they three are too good to. Oh, and sometimes Marcus. Oh, what was that again? His brother plays for Rangers. Right, I know who I'm on about. Right, he's a fullback, but sometimes he plays a bit further forward. Oh, God, I had him in my mind anyway. His brother plays for Rangers, and sometimes when he's playing really good, he's a little bit too good to play for Bournemouth. But anyway, so him. Oh, God, I nearly had him, his name in my mind anyway. Yeah, finally, James Tavernier's his brother that plays for Rangers, and Marcus Tavernier plays for Bournemouth. Aye, and when I think once or twice this season he's been captain. Anyway, so they're slightly overachieving, and in Fulham, I always like the way they play football. Aye, they've got a good squad. Aye, Joshua King's got to be a young player of the season. I can feel it in my waters. Either him or the one for Bournemouth that I mentioned that scored recently. I seen a TikTok video where they were talking about a 17-year-old and they blanked his body out but showed him scoring and he's got to be a good player. So it's got to be either him or Joshua King for a young player of the season. And then, what else? Oh, there was something else. Aye, that was it. So Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal. Aye. I still think though, right? I've put Everton to finish in the top half. I think that's maybe doable. Crystal Palace to finish in the top half. Crystal Palace to finish in the top six. So technically, if I get the top six right, I will also get the top half right. So that'd be great. I've got Everton to finish above Burnley. Each way on Arsenal to finish first, second, or third. Should have done that with Liverpool. No, Man City. Anyway, 33 to 1 for Man U to be relegated, but they definitely won't, because they've got a better squad than they did last season, and they didn't get relegated last season. And then, yeah, so that's really it, I suppose, but to move on from that, the Scottish Premiership this season has been brilliant. Hearts of Midlothian right now are overachieving massively, and Celtic and Rangers are underachieving. Rangers are definitely underachieving, and Celtic are slightly underachieving. Oh, at 2 o'clock this afternoon, it's Rangers versus Celtic in the Scottish Cup semi-final or quarter-finals, but it's definitely a cup game. Anyway, right, I'll leave you with that. So, in an hour or an hour and a half, I'll be doing a video about that Red Bull because I want to just check if it is as bad as I said it was about 8 months ago. Got to finish that, give my father a phone, and then I do the review of that energy drink. Bye.